Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you the easiest way to cut and sew this beautiful top with puff sleeve. So if it's something you would love to learn, do well to watch to the end of the video, like, share and subscribe. So let's get right into the main. So I've already drafted my basic pattern here. This is the back pattern. We are going to use this to cover the back and the front. After cutting the back pattern, we are going to alter the pattern to achieve the front. So this is what we have. I've already placed it on my fabric and as you can see, and I've added my zipper allowance because we are cutting the back pattern first to on my fabric. This 1 inch here is our zipper allowance. But if you don't know how to cut a basic pattern, I've made a tutorial on how to make a basic pattern before. Just check on my videos and then watch. So I'll just go ahead and add my sewing allowance all around, and I'll go ahead and cut this out. So I've already cut it out. This is the back pattern. I'm going to keep this aside, then we can now alter the pattern to achieve the front. So we are using a queen Anne neckline for the front. I'm going to go up here by 2 inches. You can do 1 inch, you can do 1.5 inches. It depends on how covered you want your chest to be. So this person I'm sewing for is a bit busty, so I used 2 inch. I came up by 2 inches, so just so it can cover the chest very well. So now I'm going to come here and come in by 2 inches from the side, from the armhole side. I'm going to come in by 2 inches, and it also depends on how you want here to be. You can do 1 inch, 1.5, 2.5 inches. It depends on how you want it to be. Then I'm just going to connect from the neck width here all the way to that 2 inches I just marked. So I'm going to label this the yoke, and I'm going to come up here by 1/4 inch. The reason why we are doing this is to allow our sleeve sit properly so it doesn't gape, and I'll just connect this back to the line like this. So I'm going to cancel this area that we don't need. We're going to cut it out. So I'll just go ahead and cut this out, and then we are going to cut from the under bust. This is where our gather is stopping, so we're going to cut from the under bust like this. So we have 3 pieces for the front. You can see here we have 3 pieces for the front. We are going to use slash and spread method for this front pattern. So I'm going to be marking 1 inch here all the way to the end of the paper, and I'll rule lines across this way. So I'm going to number them so that we won't get confused when placing on our fabric. Make sure to duplicate this pattern. We are going to use it later, and I'll go ahead and cut all the pieces out this way. And I'm going to fold my fabric this way. I'm just going to rule a line here as my starting point, and I'm going to place them accordingly. I'm going to place it and pin it down. You see why you need to number them so that you know how to place them. So I'm going to mark 1 inch, so before placing another one. So that is how I'm going to do with all the pieces until I exhaust all the pieces. If you place one, leave 1 inch in between before you place another one. So this is what we have. And the next thing is to cut. Make sure to add your sewing allowance, and I'll just cut this out. So this is what we have. We're going to keep this aside just so we can work on the pieces. I've already gone ahead to cut lining for the remaining pieces. So I use another fabric because the actual fabric was not enough, so I had to use another fabric to lining it. I think this is chiffon fabric, a very light one. So this is the back pattern. I've already cut lining for it as well. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and turn this. I'm going to turn the neck, the center back, and the down part and the side. We're not going to turn the armhole and the shoulder. That is how I'm going to do with every other pieces. I'll just go ahead and turn all of them, and I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like. So for this, I use the same material to cut for the lining. We have 4 pieces of this. This is the front yoke. I'm going to place them right side facing right side, and I will go ahead and turn. I'm going to turn only the side. I'm just going to turn only the side. We are not turning the shoulder and the armhole and the down parts. I'll just go ahead and turn everything and come and show you guys. So I've already gone ahead to turn everything. This is the back pattern. I've turned the center back, the down part, the neck. So the only place we didn't turn is the shoulder and the armhole. So this is the two pieces for the back, and this is the yoke. I've already turned the yoke as well. This is the yoke, and this is the down part for the front. You can see I turned the side and the down part. Now we are going to, I've already gone ahead to gather this. I've already gone ahead to gather the down part. So I'm just going to place it on the down parts of the front. I hope I'm making sense with this explanation. Please just pay attention to what I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying, okay? So just gather it, and then you're going to place it on the down part this way. You can use your hand to control the gather so it fits into the down part perfectly, okay? I'm just going to go ahead and sew it down before I'll gather the upper part for the front. Okay, so I've already fixed the down part, and I've gone ahead to gather the upper part as well. Okay, you can see it here. Just go ahead and gather yours if you're following this tutorial. So you see why I say you should duplicate these parts earlier. You're going to measure what you have here. This across chest here, you're going to measure what you have here. I got about 9 inches. 9 times 2, that is like 18 inches, I think. Okay, so this is 9 inches times 2 is 18 inches. So you're going to gather the upper parts to that 18 inches. So what I have here is exactly 18 inches for the upper part. I'm going to cut the rope according to that number we got. Okay, this is the rope we're going to use to turn, and this, before we use the rope to turn it, I'm going to fix my yoke. So I'm going to place my yoke here like this and pin it down. I'm placing it from the inside. Just pay attention to what I'm doing. I'll pin it down this way, and I'm going to bring in the rope. I think the width of that rope is 1.5 inches, okay, and the length is 18 inches. So I'm just going to place it from inside this way, just the way you turn your band, your normal band for your skirt or trouser. That's how you're going to do it. You're going to sew it all the way down, and then you're going to use it to cover it. Let me explain it again. You're going to bring in this band. Let's say this is our band. You're going to place it this way, and you're going to sew it all the way down. Make sure you fix the other sleeve as well on the other side, and then after sew it down, so after you might have sewn it down, you're going to use it to just cover the rough edges this way, just the way you turn your band. So I'll go ahead and do that and show you guys. So I've already gone ahead to do that. You can see how everything is looking so neat and beautiful. So this is what the front is looking like. I'm going to bring in the back pattern, and I'm going to place them just so we can join them together. So I'm going to place them this way, and we're going to turn the shoulder. I'm going to pay attention to how I'm going to turn the shoulder. You're going to place them like the right side facing right side. Then you're going to take one piece of this lining. You're going to take the lining and just conceal it. You just conceal it this way. You see what I just did, and then you sew it down so that everything will be, all the rough edges will be inside. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I've already gone ahead to do that. You can see that all the rough edges are inside. They are not showing at all. So our work is looking very neat. So this is what we have. The next thing is to join the sleeve. Okay, you can see how beautiful this came out. Now we are going to work on the sleeve now. So my fabric is folded into 4. This is the only leftover fabric we have, so we are going to make do with what we have for the sleeve. Now to get the width of your sleeve, you're going to measure your round armhole. Then you can add up to 5 to 4 extra inches to the measurements, but this is all I have, so I'm going to make do of what I have here. So I'm going to come down from here by 5 inches, and I'm going to measure my armhole this way. So I got about 9 inches and unfold. So I'm going to come here and mark the 9 inches here. I'm going to mark the 9 inches here. and I'm just going to connect my armhole this way. We've made tutorial on how to cut sleeve before, so I'm sure that you guys know how to go about your sleeve. I'm just going to make a curve like this. I'm just measuring it to be sure that I have the 9 inches there. Then I'm just going to connect from here like a flay this thing to the end. You just take it, there's no measurement for this, just take it from here and take it all the way to the end. So, and this is basically it for the sleeve part. The next thing we are going to do right now is to just cut it out. So this is what we have for the sleeve. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to head over to my machine, and then I'm going to sew the bottom by 1/2 inch where we'll pass our elastic through. I'm just going to fold it into two like this, 1/2 inch, and sew it all the way around, and I will just fix it to the armhole. So this is what we have. I've already done that off camera. I've already had my elastic, and I've fixed the sleeve to the main bodice, and this is what we have. This came out so fine and beautiful. So this is all for this tutorial. If you find this video helpful, do where to like, share, subscribe. If you have any question, anything you don't understand at all, do where to drop it in the comment section, and I'll do where to respond to all your questions. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.